with another episode on my YouTube channel, and I know it's been a while, and actually I haven't even recorded since last year, but I got really busy, and this year I want to be more intentional about recording more and giving you all more content. And I know I say this every year, but in 2025 I want y'all to see me more. I want to give y'all more updates, and I want to stay more connected. There's a lot of exciting things that I have planned for this year, for 2025, and I want to bring you guys along my journey. And one major thing that I'm super excited about is moving. Yes, you heard that right. I am interested in moving and leaving New York City. I know I've been here for 12 and a half years, but there is a new opportunity for me to kind of move. So now I've been preparing to move and leave New York City, and so I've been exploring different cities to see what I like. And in the past I've gone to places like Dallas, Texas, and even looked at places in Chicago, but I'm not so sure that I'm ready to go back. I have been visiting a place that I go to almost every couple of years, and that is Phoenix, Arizona. It is very, very, very calm and peaceful, and I think right now that is what I need in my life, something that is very calm and peaceful. So why now? I think that this is a perfect time. I just made 42, and I think that this would really, really, really be a great experience for me, being that I'm going into the 4th year of my survivorship. As a breast cancer survivor, I've been through a lot over the last 4 years, and I just feel like I need something that is very peaceful, something that is going to keep me inspired, keep me hopeful. And I think that making a move now would definitely benefit me. So as I turn 42, I feel the last couple of years have really allowed me to sit down and reevaluate my life. After all I've been through, I've been making a lot of decisions that kind of like Marie Kondo from that show, Make Over My Life or Reinvent My Life. I am really more or less focused on things that make me feel good. It doesn't make me feel good anymore, like going in the closet, releasing it. So a lot of things that I really used to love, I'm not really feeling it no more. That means that it's time to go. I am reevaluating a lot of things. I don't think that as you grow that you should like just be stuck in one place, and I think there's always opportunities for us to grow and to move forward in our life. And I think that I'm at this pivotal moment of my life where I'm just ready to take my journey and move forward. This is the best time for me to take that move, and at no matter what age you are at, you can always reevaluate your life. And I think that we need to really take inventory of our life, figure out, okay, what do I want to do next, and do I want to consistently live in spaces like this, or do I want to take the opportunity to like really grow? And I think in life we all have opportunity to grow, and I think it's really a conversation with scarcity and abundance. And if you're more or less interested in moving in abundance, I think that you just have to be courageous enough to do that. And for me, I think that that is the way that I envision moving in my life, moving in abundance. Like living in New York City, I think that sometimes we get complacent in where we live and the way that our daily life is. For me, I'm just not willing to be complacent anymore, and I like an abundance where, you know, the money that I pay every month, I want it to stretch, right? I want it to get what I'm paying for, right? And I live in New York City, and you know, I'm paying for the city, but when your life situation changes, sometimes you have to reevaluate that. So now working from home has been different for me, where I'm not always out. For me, after quality of living, definitely have amenities. I need a washer and dryer in my unit. Like those kind of things are the things that I'm looking for in my life. And if I'm making the money to do that, or if I'm paying enough money, I think that I deserve that. And so for me, that's kind of where I'm at in my life right now, at my big age. If you're like 40, 50 years old, you know, you should like have really great stuff. But like we get stuck where it's like, oh, this is the best that I can get. And for me, I know that in life, like you could always get better. It's all about setting your boundaries and just learning about the best things that you want for yourself in your life. And that could look like relationships, building community with people. I feel the yearning for community, to build with people, to like know more about people and have like better quality relationships with people, creating those spaces. And I've done a lot of work the last couple years with building circles, sister circles with the community that I have in New York City, and really connecting with women who want the same thing, and having deeper connections with people is something that I value. And as I move forward, those are things that I plan to build in the communities or the circles that I build outside of here. So another thing that I have really been intentional about is creating a series called Fearlessly Figuring It Out, because after you get a certain age, you feel like, oh, I have to play it safe. Like I can't do this and I can't do that. And 40 years of life or 42 years of life can humble you, because there's so much that happens. A lot of my friends are like losing their parents or facing their own illnesses. It brings a lot of reality to you where you're like, okay, well, I don't feel like I can move this way, or I feel like I have to play it safe. You know, once you're like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I have to play it safe. And that we should all be courageous, right? And so that's why I really love Fearlessly Figuring It Out, because no matter what age you are, you can figure it out. If it's like you're still alive, you can figure it out. You can fearlessly figure it out. Even though you're scared, move forward courageously. One of the biggest things that I want to do as I take people along the journey of potentially moving and things like that I wouldn't normally do. So I'm excited to kind of bring that energy or that series into the mix. And so this year for me is actually going on my 13th year, because I moved here in 2012. And I first moved here, it was for my career. And so it was super exciting. I moved in with my best friend. And we lived together for like 6 months, and then we moved to like the same area. So it kind of had like that living single vibe. I knew the crew, like I knew people who I was gonna hang out with where my work. I connected with them. A lot of my friends that I've met are through the job. And like, now that I work from home, I don't really have a lot of those interactions anymore. So it's kind of hard for me to build like new circles outside of like the people that I meet. And fortunately this year I have done a lot of that, where I've met a lot of really cool female created moments where I'm kind of like building like this sister circle or this community. So that's been pretty great. Like New York has really changed since COVID. A lot of us are like still dealing with the fact that we've gone through COVID and like no one's talking about it. So there's a lot of things mentally that people are going through. In New York, people disassociate a lot. And so with that said, people just are ignoring everything and feeling like, oh, nothing's happening, nothing has happened, like I'm just back to normal. And in the world in general, there's a lot that we need to just pause, heal from like the grief that we've gone through as a country, as a city. Because of that, there's a lot of time that mental illness or mental health issues have taken effect on a lot of people. It's just changed a lot. You get on the train, there's like crazy people. You walk down the street, there's crazy people. Of course, it's New York, you see that, but I've seen that a lot more than on average. Crazy like how much you see it now. And I don't know if this is a place where I would want to continue to grow. New York is a really amazing city because of the culture and all the things you can do. You can get to point A to point B pretty quickly. If it's like impacting your mental health, if your nervous system is always on, is it really worth it what we pay? In some regards, I feel like the city governor, the mayor, we're paying all this money and you guys need to really focus on keeping us safe and keeping things in the community. And as individualistic as people are in this state, in this city, there should be a more of a focus on community, and I don't really feel like I see that as much as I used to. It just isn't there anymore, and that's one reason why I'm just like kind of over it. Where you live, in certain cities, you could pack 2 stacks for a place and get amenities, get somebody to like fix your place. When you live in New York City, it's like, yeah, right, this is the standard and everyone accepts it, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm kind of over that. I just want a better quality of life and just more peace, quietness. The city is just like so loud. You come into your apartment, it's just so loud. You could just get peace and quiet. It doesn't always have to be on. Sometimes New York City can be overwhelming. It's a really great city, a lot of amazing things to do, but for me, I don't know if that's like something that I want constantly 100% every day, 365 days of the year, like every minute. No. I need some zen. I need some quiet, some peace. Namaste. Between now and like when my lease is up, it's like 133 days. So I got work to do. I got a lot of things that I gotta put in place if this is something like that I'm really interested in doing and that I want to do. And I'm okay with that because I kind of knew coming into the last year that it was something I wanted to do. So I did take a trip in October with my family, my aunt, my cousins, my sister, and we kind of went out there to Arizona to explore and also look at apartments. I have a couple of videos I'll show you guys what I've seen, and I'm super excited to go and explore. I plan to kind of take y'all through the journey, take y'all through what's working, what's not working, planning steps and things like that. So the great thing is I'm a very detail oriented person. In my job, in my career, I am a planner. So I don't think that that's gonna be hard for me. Like I already kind of started planning a year in advance. This comes down to like how much I want to spend, my budget, and just kind of moving forward and things. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I have like 4 months and I'm super excited where I am right now in the journey. I feel like I'm a little bit ahead of the game. I'm actually gonna go and visit next month, see more about the place, more of a real world experience where I take myself, Oliver with me. So that'll be something really great. Trying to get that real or that firsthand experience to know if it's like something. But right now the weather is really great in the 70s, which is crazy. Here it's like in the 20s and it's cold. Can you imagine not living winter anymore, not experiencing like a lot of snow and cold? And I'm like, absolutely, I can have a car and commute and go when and where when I want to. I think that that'll be great. And then just the opportunity to have like friends and family to come visit and do fun things like spa days, spacations, things like, or staycations. So those are a couple things that I'm looking forward to. I want to keep this up, so start doing this more, even more updates. And I think that actually like YouTube is like where it's at and where I want to like shift my focus to, create more of these like intimate moments where I can just like talk about what I'm going through and things in life. And not only that, but I also want to create like a series about New York City, the adventures that I take from now until the time that I'm out. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm just excited to continue to bring you all along the journey.